Jennifer Behar in Miami at the South Beach Food and Wine Festival just a few months ago, really, where I tasted her delicious baked goods. After being in business for only 2.5 years, her products are already in Whole Foods and other fine supermarkets across the country. And while I liked her biscotti and her breadsticks, which I tasted and ate a lot of, it was the sweet cinnamon flatbread that really caught my attention. And I knew it would be just right for one of our homemade gifts. So I invited Jennifer to come on. Welcome.
Thank you
so nice. I don't know how you got away at this time of year, but thank you for coming up.
Oh, it's
you
my
must be
pleasure.
incredibly busy right now.
We're busy, but there's nowhere I'd rather be.
So how did you start your Jennifer's Homemade? When did you start it?
I started 2.5 years ago, and actually I just loved to bake. I would bake for my friends and for dinner parties, and I have an advertising background, and I had gotten divorced and was trying to figure out what I was doing with my life, and I was struggling a little bit, and it made me realize what are other people who are really struggling doing, so I really wanted to do something.
So you had your talent, you had your business sense, and you started an entrepreneurial venture.
I did. I went to the food bank before I ever made a sale and told them I wanted to donate a portion of my proceeds, and there were no proceeds. But that actually gave you an incentive too.
It did.
Right. It did. I went out.
Make a promise that you have to keep.
Absolutely, and that's exactly my promise, and I keep it.
Oh, good. That's good. And you gave. The food bank in Miami is a very active place. I read that there's so many, tons and tons of wonderful foodstuffs given away to needy.
It's incredible. It's amazing the work that they do, and I've gotten more involved personally, and that's the best piece.
So what do you think is the secret of your success? The one secret, is it your ingredients? Is it the way you make things?
I think it's a little bit, I use the best natural ingredients I can find. There's a lot of love in there, which I think is a big piece of it, and, we share that.
Well, you're going to show us how to make this cinnamon flatbread. Good. I was dying to have the recipe.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay, so.
All right, so I take the lukewarm water and add the yeast.
To proof it.
To proof it.
So 2.25 teaspoons of dry yeast to 1 cup of warm water. Just let that sit.
Just let it sit for about 5 minutes. And while it's sitting, we can add the cinnamon into the flour.
So one's already proofed, and it looks like it's alive.
Right, which is great.
Okay, so this into the flour.
And that we can mix either in the bowl or just, probably is easier.
Perfect. And so all-purpose flour?
I actually use a bread flour. I like the
3.5 cups
texture that it
of
gives
bread
me.
flour, unbleached. Okay.
Yes, unbleached, unbromated. We don't need to eat any bleach.
No.
So, and then once the yeast is proofed, which it has there, we put it in this bowl.
Okay.
And then this is such an easy recipe. It's great to do with your kids. I do it with my daughter all the time because after that, you just start throwing in all the ingredients. So actually the flour is the last thing. I throw in the salt, which is 2 teaspoons, and then sugar.
Now, you don't have to write this recipe down, you people out there. Just go to MarthaStewart.com. The recipe is right on our website, so you can be making this for your Christmas Eve dinner.
Absolutely. And this is extra virgin olive oil, which is what I put in all of my breadsticks.
Oh, great. So a quarter of a cup.
Flavor. Yes. And then the flour. And I try to do that without getting it all over me, which I usually get it all over me, and I'm usually wearing black, but, that's okay.
That's okay. So where's your operation?
In Miami, right outside of Coral Gables, where I live, which is amazing.
How many people work for you?
A little over 20.
Wow, how fabulous.
It's great.
So do you have a retail operation, too?
I have a small little retail at the bakery, and then we have our website, jennifershomemade.com. And my daughter comes there every day after school.
How old is she?
She's 9. And I give her dough, and she makes her heart.
So you're making her into a real good baker, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
So just keep kneading this. Using the dough hook, by the way. Do you know what a dough hook looks like? This is what it looks like. It is a real hook, and it is the perfect kneader.
Absolutely.
And taking the place of your hands. So let that.
We mix that up for about 5 minutes till it starts to kind of separate from the bowl.
It tastes so good with the cinnamon.
It does. You know what? We eat the dough. You can kind of pick at it.
Oh, so that's what it looks like when it rises. How long did that take?
About 1.5 hours to 2 hours. It kind of depends on the humidity. In Miami, it's rising really quickly.
Now, cinnamon is really good for you. Is that part of the reason why you use cinnamon?
You know what? Part of the inspiration from this was when I was a little girl, I used to get up with my brother, and we would be hungry and my mother wouldn't be up, so I would make him cinnamon toast.
Oh, cinnamon toast.
Yeah.
It
wasn't exactly extra virgin olive oil. It was like thick butter.
Butter and cinnamon and sugar on white bread, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, this is a nice. So refrigerator.